Hello and welcome to a video with me, Winner and Jay, picking where we left off last time, where I basically went and finished off taking over South America, I guess, while I was kind of waiting for my colonial expansion decree to actually get all the land, everything over here along the west coast of South America. So I actually controlled all the land that I needed to form Andalusia here, and yeah. Eventually ended up getting all of South America by the time I was actually able to get all that stuff. Went ahead and formed Andalusia there, also started expanding into Central America up here as well. And also over here into the Pacific, getting Australia and all this stuff as well. And then Southern Africa with that. So, yeah. Made a decent bit of progress, I guess, in the previous episode. In this episode, I am basically just planning on taking over the rest of North America, I guess, and expanding more in Africa, but depending on how quickly I get that done, there is a chance I may just go ahead and take over the rest of the world in this episode. There is a chance that happens, but I'm not entirely sure, because that'll just be depending entirely upon how quickly I get the rest of North America to my control, basically, to be honest. So, let's see, how large my army again? Not exactly that large by the looks of it. Yeah, basically just 10 armies or something. Alright. Aggressive expansion is already over 100, so I'm probably going to be fighting a coalition. Okay. I'll go ahead and recruit a few more armies, I think. Just because it looks like most of them are over in Australia or something currently. So get some recruited over here. So I actually have some armies that can fight at the beginning of the war. Okay, so I had to wait for those peace treaties with all from that previous coalition I fought in the last episode to end before this one actually started. So yeah, here we go, based in Empire, once again leading coalition. So I guess I'm probably just going to kick them out of the Americas entirely this time, I guess. Or something. While I take a good chunk of this stuff over here. Yeah. Might move up over here in Africa as well, possibly. Might do that. But, yeah, let's go ahead. Let the armies fight. I need to turn the AI armies back on there. There we go. There we go. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure they can easily handle this war without question. Yeah. Those armies, I think, are kind of heading up north to the Based Empire. Oh, they took a little bit of land, I guess. I already won the war, apparently. There. Also, I just noticed. No countries are here in Asia towards me. Honestly, that's nice. Don't have to deal with any of those countries occupying land from me. Which will be great, I think. So, almost got all the land these teams have over here in America under my control at this point. That's good. It's basically just a matter of getting everything over here in Europe as well at this point, I guess. And that's going pretty well already. Yeah. Just a little bit longer and the Byzantines will be completely destroyed here. All those armies went south to deal with a little bit of land that got occupied there, for fuck's sakes. Whatever. But the moment these armies finish occupying all of this over here, they'll start going all out and dealing with all the rest of these countries, which will be great. Okay. Just manually take control of the fucking army so I can get this shit finished over here because the AI is incompetent. Genuinely, I seriously wish the AI was more competent than it is. Now there's just this one little bit right here that needs to be dealt with. But no armies are actually anywhere nearby to do anything about it. Where the fuck are they? There. Finally, I got that finished. I had to manually fucking finish that crap off because my armies just don't have the right fucking priorities. Now they can finish off all these other countries without very easily, because now they'll actually focus on those as well. Okay, I guess they finally finished things in North America and they're now just finishing things off in Africa, I guess. Good. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and end the war there. It's been 33 years, really. Well, because the AI is just completely incompetent when it comes to actually trying to put an end to a war. Because it has a very simple priority system. First priority, defend the land that's occupied. Retake it. Second priority, defeat the leader of the coalition. Third priority, take out all the other countries. The fact that it prioritizes so heavily retaking provinces that have been lost over actually finishing off enemies just kind of makes it shit. It's like the AI needs to have the ability to multitask, for fuck's sakes. But it doesn't have that. Annoyingly. But yeah. Let's go ahead, get this shit done over here. Okay, so I think this will all do for the peace deal. Basically just push up to that far over here in North America for this coalition, while also pushing up that much over here in Africa, and also carving out 2 little areas over here as well. So I'll start moving into Africa, more over here, while also kind of slowly taking over North America, I guess. Because I could possibly split the rest of this into maybe 2 or 3 coalitions, possibly, and get all that then. That's what I'm kind of thinking there. So, yeah, there we go. And my aggressive expansion isn't actually over 100 currently. So, I guess that's kinda nice. Oh, well, they just collapsed. Or I guess they just had a coalition they were fighting themselves, and they got defeated there. Alright. So I guess I'll make my next coalition a bit interesting. Because, yeah, I'm going to be wanting to clean this up quite quickly. Because that's an absolute fucking mess. But I think I'm just going to quickly do this right quick here. To take over those 2 countries. There we go. Now, I'll see about kind of doing the same thing over here in America. Taking over some of these too. Try and clean up that border a little bit. Oh, so you know what, I think I'll take that country over as well. Why not? And that. Since they only had that single province up there anyways. And I barely have any land, so I'll do that too. There. Sure. With that single province up there, I'm going to be guaranteed to go to war with a bunch of these countries in that next coalition that forms. Which honestly I have no problem with that at all. But considering that truce still hasn't like 3 years on it, I guess I could take over the Pawnee over here as well, possibly. Maybe that country. Pawnee also has this stuff, huh? I guess I'll just leave things as they are currently. Wait and see if that quickly that next coalition will form. Which I'm imagining is still going to be led by the Bayesians, considering they are still the 2nd strongest country in the world. It's not going to take much before they get knocked down to 3rd, because how strong Swabia has gotten over here. So I think this most successful I think I've actually seen Poland in one of these series yet. They have done very well over here. Yep, there we go. Bayesian Empire formed the coalition not that long after the peace treaty ended. Well, okay. So, yeah. I guess I can basically take over most of that stuff that's over there in North America, I guess. And I can get a lot cleaned up over here in Africa as well. Not bad. Okay, so it's just gonna be a matter of finishing off the Bayesians once again. Let's see how long it takes this time. You know what? I'll just grab an army and just do a bunch of this stuff manually. Okay. All that's left is this little bit over here in Crimea. There we go. That is the Byzantine Empire finished. And most of it was taken over manually by me. Ah, God. And how long did that actually take? Still took 11 years. Yeah, I could definitely do that much quicker if I actually controlled all my armies manually. That is for sure. But at the very least, now my armies can just finish the war without any problems, I guess. Though I apparently need to retake Naples over here off the base teams, of course. Okay, my armies have finished everything in North America. Good. Took long enough for them to do that. Now 20 years into this fucking war. So now they can fully focus on taking over Africa. Great. And yeah, I guess I'll end it now. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to take all the stuff in North America over there. So I should be able to finish that all in the next coalition or something, I guess. Meanwhile, over here in Africa, yeah, I'm going to be wiping out a bunch of these countries, I think. Okay, so that's what I'm doing this time here, I guess. Taking everything in North America, of course. Continuing to move up over here in Southern Africa, while also wiping out all those small countries and everything, and just trying my best to make these borders look kind of good over here. So yeah, that's what I'm going with that. I'll be taking over that bunch of countries afterwards, I guess. So there we go. That's done. Aggressive expansion's not over 100, so I'll basically taking those countries over, I guess, to get that over 100. And from what I can tell, yeah, probably just a single coalition to finish off North America, I'd imagine. With maybe one or two wars afterwards I have to fight to finish it off completely. Once I get North America fully under control, that'll make the AI army a lot better because it no longer will have to cross the Atlantic over and over again to defend land. So that'll be nice once it gets to that point. And apparently during that war I unlocked nukes there. So yeah, guess I got nukes now that I'm never going to use because I never use damn things. Because I really don't see much of a use for them at all. But yeah, I guess I'll quickly deal with this bunch of countries right here. Maybe once I'm close to these peace treaties ending, I think, possibly. Also probably going to need to fight some of these countries as well, I guess. Sure. And that's there is all these little countries here in Africa dealt with very easily. So it's annoying that this one apparently had some kind of alliance with them. I don't exactly want to be taking their land off them, so I'm going to ignore that. But yeah, there we go. I guess those, of course, did not actually put me over 100 aggressive expansion, which honestly I didn't expect it to do that. But yeah, going to have to fight wars in North America at this point, I guess, to finish that off. Or I could, yeah, I'll just go ahead and deal with Madagascar over here. Get this country under my control. Since they're never going to be in any of these coalitions. Because they don't have any land border with me. There we go. Good. So, now, next up is North America over here, of course. So I guess I'll just go ahead and start these wars. Oh, okay, there's the next coalition already. Republic of Pirates leading it. Apparently. Don't know why they're the leader of the coalition, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, that is literally just the rest of North America, exception to like one or two countries. I guess. Yeah. So I'll get all that under my control without question. And over here, I already feel like I've gone through this stuff a bit too quickly. Oh god. I might just go ahead and finish things in this episode. But for right now, I think I'll just recruit some more armies. Just because it'll make things a lot easier for me to actually put an end to these damn wars. Okay, good. That should be a lot of problems dealt with, I think. And yeah, they already took a good chunk of that land off of them. And they're already continuing the attack. And there you go. Republic of the Pirates has been defeated already. So now my armies have free reign over the rest of these countries already. Great. So, I guess I will just finish things in this episode. As much as I don't want to be honest. Because finish things over here in North America in this coalition without question. If I continue things here like I've been with the previous two, I'm going to get quite a bit of Africa this time around, I'm pretty sure. And if I actually did that, all that's really going to be left is like Northern Africa or something, I guess, Europe and Asia. And that's honestly not very much for a single episode at that point. So, yeah, I guess I'll just quickly wrap this stuff up or something. And I think that is everything in North America finished. So now it's just a matter of my armies finishing off Africa, which it looks like they've already done. Okay, yeah, looks like it. Sure, let's go ahead, put an end to these wars then. That one only actually took 10 years to win. Nice. Take everything in North America there, and then decide how much of Africa I want to take in this coalition. Okay, so I guess that's what I'm doing in Africa. Basically just taking the entire western half portion of Africa over here, basically wiping out Morocco. I'm letting them keep this stuff up here because that's where their capital is. That's it, to be honest. Only reason I'm letting them keep that. And then I'm pushing up a good chunk over here once again. But next coalition I am absolutely wiping out all of these countries without question. Honestly, just finish off Africa next coalition, I think. And then I'll start working on chipping away at Europe and Asia, I guess. So, yeah, there we go. That's done. Aggressive expansion is actually over 100. Wow. But, yeah, not many countries left or here that could really do anything about me, I think, currently. I guess some of these could possibly form a coalition, I guess. Or here in the Iberian Peninsula, since I do control that little bit of land, but whatever, I guess. I want to quickly just wipe out the remainder of these countries over here right quick, which is only going to require these 2 wars, thankfully. And there we go. Now, that stuff there is colonized by Poland. That's Swabia. And then that's Japan. Those two are going to be a bit annoying, but I'm just going to have to remember to take those provinces when I'm at war with them. Okay, so just leave some troops up there, I guess, for right now. All the rest of them go back towards Africa, I think. While I wait to see if a coalition will form, which doesn't look like one's going to form immediately, so gotta wait for a peace treaty to end, I guess. Alright, sure. I'm pretty sure I can just wait for the next coalition without any problems here, because I don't think that aggressive expansion is going to go under 100 by then. And apparently I got a revolt somewhere to put down. Great. Okay. Madagascar. Armies, are you going to do anything about this? Hello? For whatever reason I had to do that manually. pretty much. Weird. Pretty sure that's something that the AI army should be able to deal with by itself, but apparently not for whatever reason. Okay, so the peace treaties ended like 2 years ago. At this point, no coalition has formed against me, so I guess I just gotta fight a war myself here right quick then to kickstart this. So I'll come over here to Asia to do that. So I can start working on taking over Asia, I guess. There's coalition. Basing Empire leading it, of course. And I guess this one I will, yeah, take everything in Africa, I guess. And also the Iberian Peninsula as well. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Just Africa and the Iberian Peninsula is what I'm taking in this coalition. I won't be able to finish off Africa completely, annoyingly, but meh, whatever. And the Basins have basically been defeated already. Nice. That country is completely falling apart to rebellions. That's quite annoying. But I guess I finished this war over here, so I'll just take that one over right quick. So my armies don't have to keep going back over there or anything. So, yeah. All that's left is to finish off this coalition now, I guess. Because they shouldn't have too much of a problem doing. And that's it. So, yeah, just take everything in Africa this time. There we go. Get all of the Iberian Peninsula over here as well. And yeah, that's it. Good. Now I got this mess I'm going to have to fucking deal with over here in Africa. At some point, I guess. Annoyingly. But yeah. It's not going to be that much of a problem, I'm pretty sure. I can easily deal with it in the next coalition, I think. They could possibly form another coalition against me, I guess. They were able to do it previously, so I might not actually have to wait for that. I only actually have a truce of 3 different countries here. No country has actually formed a coalition against me either, so I guess I gotta wait for one of those treaties to end, I guess. Annoyingly. Because honestly, I don't want to fight all these wars here individually, because goddamn, that'd be quite a few that I had to fight. Just get it all under my control. Okay. Peace treaties ended, but no coalition is formed, so just fight a war, hopefully that kickstarts it. There we go. Can you lot please form a coalition against me now? Okay, still doesn't look like a coalition's forming. So let's go ahead and take out some of these countries I know are never going to be in a coalition. Like the Maldives over here. Okay, still no fucking coalition. So, sure, I guess I'll just go all out, do this crap. There. It's worth every single fucking one of them. Now the coalition finally, of course, starts. Of course. That's the leader of it, or they are in India. Great. So I guess I'll kind of clean up these borders over here in Southeast Asia a bit. Take over, of course, the rest of Africa. Get the Arabian Peninsula, I guess. Why not? Take that Naples off of the Byzantines. So I can then deal with Papal States next time and kind of take over southern France or something there. Yeah. I guess that's all I'm doing for this currently. My armies are just running through China apparently already. That's nice. Oh, I'm also towards Japan apparently. Alright. Sure. Might take advantage of that and take some of this stuff over here. So I can kind of move in up into Siberia. Okay, that is all that complete. So it's just a matter of finishing this stuff in Asia now, I guess. And yeah, I think I'll end that tour there. So let's go through, get all these peace treaties done. And now, with that complete, it is now just this coalition's be still. Great. Okay, so I'm leaving it at that. Of course, finishing off Africa there completely, getting all that in the Middle East. Taking that much over there in France, Naples, and all that. Just cleaning up that border for the most part over here in Asia. And also grabbing a little bit up there as well. That's all I'm doing for that coalition there. So, yeah, next one. What am I going to do in the next coalition here, huh? No, I'll just go ahead and take that country over since they are complete by themselves and are never going to be in a coalition against me. Okay. And coalition is actually formed against me before I even finish this war. Wow. So I'll be leading this one. With them now being the second strongest in the world now. With a lot of the base teams now in 5th. So, yeah. I'm gonna finish this right here. But these armies refuse to actually come back. There you go. Just wanted to finish that fucking war. Against that one tiny ass country. That's it. So, that's everything I'm at war with this time, huh? Okay. Sure. I'll take a bunch of these islands, of course, and everything. Getting all that finished off, I'll take over that country. And honestly, I might just go and take most of Western Europe in this peace treaty as well. I might do that. Move into India a bit more, I guess. Yeah, I think that's basically what I'll do. Need these armies to finish off Swabia already. Come on. There we go. So all that's left are random islands, I guess, that they control. And then my army is focusing on the rest of them. Already 8 years into this war, apparently. Okay. Looks like I've occupied everything. Good. 17 years into the war. Sure. Let's go ahead and get this done then. This peace treaty. Okay. So, yeah, I'm taking quite a bit of fucking land in this one. That is for sure. Basically getting all of France, Britain over there. The rest of Italy going up here into this as well because the Papal States controlled all that. Taking southern Greece basically. Taking the rest of Iraq and Syria over here pretty much. Pushing out quite a bit. Getting a bunch of this cleaned up, but kind of. Taking Philippines of course there. And also grabbing all of that up here in Siberia. So next coalition. Honestly, I might be close to finishing off Europe in the next coalition. I'm definitely going to be getting the rest of India, I'm pretty sure. So, 2, maybe 3 coalitions and I'm done. I think. So let's quickly just go through and clean up the remains of these countries around here, I guess. And also deal with Iceland up here. And that's all of them done. Nice. Okay then. I'll quickly take over this country as well, I guess. And Saxony formed a coalition now. Alright, so yeah. I think I'll probably finish off the Byzantines, most likely in this one, because they don't exactly have a lot left. I'll probably finish that country off too. Yeah, 2 coalitions left. This one and then one final one afterwards. And I'll be done. They're ever so slowly getting this done, I guess. It's taking forever. Guess I'll just go ahead and end this one little war right there. Eh. And I think that's Saxony finished. I think. Yeah, looks like it. So now my armies can just finish off everything now, I guess. That's good. Okay, that's good progress over here in Asia. Chinese have basically been wiped out. Be nice if they could finish off the Japanese as well. And while they're all doing that, they basically finished everything in Europe and the Middle East. Great! There goes Sweden. And that's it. There we go. 13 years. All it took to finish that one. Nice. Okay, so let's get this piece still done, I guess. Okay, there. That's done. So I took out the Byzantines, everything up to Poland, basically also took over Sweden up there. Took all of India, as I said, over here as well. Didn't push too much further over here, into like Iran and stuff, just because currently, so yeah. But I also did take more of Siberia over here as well. So yeah, I guess next coalition should be the last one. I'll just finish everything off at that point. Okay, so in order to take out just these 3 countries here, I'm also going to have to fight these countries. So, I guess I'll just take it all. Also deal with the remainder of these countries around here. They're vassal Japan, so I'll just ignore them. Actually, nah. I'll just go to war with them as well. Just ignore Japan in the war, I guess. And there's another revolt, apparently. Over here in Europe, of course. And apparently they actually responded to that one, apparently. Guess it actually worked properly when I'm at actual wars going on. But when there's no war, it doesn't do shit. Okay. And that looks like that's the end of those wars there. Okay, so I now control all of that there. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this stuff off right here as well. Right quick. Get those islands under my control. And coalition's already started. Great. So, let's see. Which one's the one that actually started it? Them. Okay. Sure. You're not very strong, that's for sure. But you're apparently in 7th place. Alright. And yeah, that is literally every single country in the world except for this one right here, which I'll just go to war with, since I'm at war with literally every other country in the world at this point. There. So that is every single country at war with me. There we go. Great. Let's see this get finished off then. I have already finished off these 2 over here, so just do that in those wars. And the revolts popped up over in Iceland, of course. Don't know why I keep getting more and more revolts currently. Now, if they could just finish off this country over here, then they'll start working on the rest of the countries in the coalition. And this will be over very quickly. And that's finished. Nice. Bulgaria is gone. So now my army should be able to just finish things off over here, I guess. And they're almost done over here in Europe. Almost. There we go. Europe's done. All that's basically left is Japan and Korea, I guess. Take that stuff, and this war is 100% over. And yeah, that's everything done. So let's get this finished. Demand all that. There we go. And now for these last two, I guess. And yeah, there we go. I'm the only country in the world. Great. And I managed to finish this before I finished all the technology in the tech tree. Wow. Not often that happens. But yeah, there we go. Is this series finished. So, yeah, I guess, yeah. I'll be starting the next series next. Don't know what country it's going to be or what scenario or anything. But I'll get to work on that, I guess, after this video here. But yeah, that there is the end of this video. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.